welcome back to my channel. Today we are testing out some face paint by Revolution, and listen, I don't know how I will look at the end of this video, so if you want to see that, keep on watching. I told you in my haul, which I will link, that I bought face paints by Revolution. This one is just Makeup Revolution, and I thought this would look similar to the one by Makeup Forever or other brands that have like these kinds of pots. This is again a face palette. This is the multicolor face paint tray. I think this is the only one they sell, if I'm not mistaken. If you do want something similar, I don't know how this stuff is like in real life, because listen, it's not used. So that's what we're trying, and we're trying with this one everything on my face except for my brows, because and mascara. Listen, that's not a good deal, but yeah, I'm trying to use this for my whole face. Means bronzer, highlighter, blush, foundation, concealer, and lip color, which I think will be the easiest, and of course eyes as well. And then I also have these two by Revolution, which are the water activated liners. There are two. I bought two. They were on sale. Listen, don't judge me. One is the primary, this one, which I don't think is primary because yellow is primary, but there is no yellow involved, but sure, why not? And then this one is the UV activated one. Listen, I don't have an UV light, but I think one of these we can definitely include in my eye makeup, I think. In the UV activated one, there's also a black and a white, and I thought that would, like, listen, this is looking primary. Even though the green is not primary, but the other colors, like this is primary. I don't know why this is called primary, because these are not primary colors. At least not the real ones. These ones are the real. Listen, we can involve them somehow. I also bought, when I were on that trip, I also bought a blush, which I will not use, because again, I want to use this palette here. And I also bought like a liner, which is the Revolution Streamline eyeliner in orange, because I don't have a really light orange. Like, I think this is the lightest orange I like. This one is the only orange I do own, and this one is by Maybelline. This is tattoo liner. Let me swatch these just so there is a comparison. This is the Maybelline. This is, by the way, I think Rich Clay. It's Rich Clay. And this one again is orange, and I thought, yes, this one is orange, which I thought would be a great idea. And these are relatively new, so yeah, maybe we can involve that as well. Definitely is a difference. I never tried face paints on my face, and listen, I wanted to just do like my face paint, like my face makeup, foundation, concealer, and everything, and then just add maybe blush or whatever. And then I thought, like, listen, there are not many reviews of this palette out there. And then I saw one person. I tried to link her video if I find it. Should be easy. Just one person again. I tried to link her video, and she was like doing the whole face, and I was like, we're doing that. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know how this palette is. If that is total trash, we will start new, but yeah, let's jump right in. Okay, I don't have any idea how I will make my foundation, and if these are like creamy good, I don't know. We will find out though. And I have a brush, which, listen, the brush is for dots. I saw on the internet that there are several dots techniques where you mix white, yellow, blue, and red, and then you get a perfect foundation shade, and we will try that. Because listen, that's a good thumbnail. We will definitely try that. And I thought maybe this one would be good to pick up. So we'll do that. I think I start maybe with white, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that worked quite well. And I'm just like putting that on. I mean, I am pale, so that should be working. Again, these seem to be like, listen, this is creamy and pigmented, which is great. Let me do white first. I look like a disease like was there, but yeah, I cleaned off the brush. Now let's do yellow. I am quite neutral toned, so this one will be interesting. These seem to be at least quite creamy. See that? So I'll just put a few dots. It's really not easy to like put dots in your face. Just a few. Again, we will mix everything. At the end of the day, we'll mix everything together. Let me start, like finish with the yellow. I put some dots on, and now let's do the red as well. And then we do the blue. Again, you don't have to do that, but I mean, listen, let me get a mirror so I at least can see a little bit what I'm doing. At least a little bit. I think I won't use like too much red. Says the woman that has like dots all over her face. And that should be fine. And then I will also use like the blue, and we do have two blues. We do have a deeper ultramarine blue, and we do have a lighter blue. I think I will use the deeper blue and just like, again, dotting my pen in. Again, you could use that, like you could like do that on a palette and you would see if that is the right choice for you. But don't do a lot of blue here because well, let's listen. Now let's blend this out. Okay, I don't know how long this can sit. We will blend this out with a brush. I have this one here. This is the Zeesea 104, and we will just get me the mirror again, and we will just try to blend this all together. I'm a little bit scared, and when I say a little bit, I mean I'm scared. I'm looking quite red. Well, that is amazing. First of all, but on the other hand, I definitely, they mix in together. Do I look red? 100%. Okay, we don't panic at this point. We will, first of all, okay. I am quite looking red. We will do our tool and we will just add dots of yellow. We will not like, you know, start again. Yes, I'm red, I know that, but in general, I don't think like that this like didn't melt in together or something. And I will use the same tool. It just cleanse this up. And we'll use white, more white. Maybe I didn't use enough. Because let's keep that real. We are pale. Okay, maybe I'm pale. So, and just dot that. I need my second hand. And just dot that in because I am pale. So. Okay, let's hope that will fix our red problem. And I will use the same brush. Or just like blend that within. This could be, by the way, a great way to customize your foundation. Yeah, that is looking definitely better. It's still a little bit deep though. I will do another layer of white after this. It's definitely better than like the just red before. I do think this is looking quite okay. I will add a little bit more white though, because you can definitely tell it's just, in real life it's not, maybe if you see a little bit more red. If you hear something in the background, the husband is working again in the garden and doing some mowing, but I mean, we're good with that. So let me add just a little bit more white to the whole thing. Because listen, I'm pale. What should I say? Okay. And now let's try to blend that in. Listen, that is not looking bad at all. Now, listen, I think in like real life, this is not a bad move. Do you need to do that every time? No, I would recommend to just mix everything together on a palette like this. A little bit clickbaity, I know, but this is not looking bad. I will try to do a concealer because listen, those under eyes are not going to get better, and this time I will use a palette and a little bit of a like a thingy. I will use a little bit more of the white, just put that on the palette. Then I will use a little bit of like red, blue and yellow, and I'm just like, you see that? I'm just using a little bit and I am mixing that. Yeah, that was way too much red, so we use a little bit more yellow. So far, really nicely. So that's a little bit better. We'll definitely need a little bit more white. I'm pale, I'm sorry. Okay, let's like make that a little bit lighter. Oh, I do think the color is quite okay, at least for concealer. It's a little bit more pinky. Wait a second, I'm just like, this seemed to be the color. Let me like grab a little bit more yellow, just a little bit. I think these kinds of palettes are quite cool because maybe a little bit more blue. Just a little bit more warm tone. I don't mind that. Listen, let's do this because I think that could be a great like salmon-y shade for my under eyes, and that's, I mean, that's great. And let me just again use a plate and my finger to just pat that here. This could be fun. This could be like horrible. This is not looking bad, to be honest, and I would just like also pat that in with a brush. This is my concealer brush, which is the Sephora 5.6, and I would just use that brush to like spread the, it's more of a corrector, to be honest. And look at this, this is not looking bad. I will just use that on the other side as well. I don't know if that is like holding up, but if that's good. Like, look at this. It doesn't look bad in reality. I definitely think I need to go on top of this with a like sponge, but I do want to experiment a little bit more. And let's do, wait a second, I will clean that up. Like a second. Let's try to make a bronzer, and I think I want to use orange and black for that to create a deep brown, or at least something of a deep brown. We will see about that. I will use the orange, and then I will use a small bit of black. I don't know if that is like super pigmented, but we'll find out. Yeah, that stuff is indeed like pigmented. Ooh, but that's not a bad color, like for me. Listen, if you like a little bit more of a warm toned, add in some yellow, but I don't think that this is bad. That's not bad at all. I'm not doing like a whole good thing with that. But let me grab that with a smaller brush because I don't have like a lot of product. First of all, it doesn't look bad. And for me, like this is a good shade. Again, you can warm that up with a little bit more yellow. I am not a fan of that, but of course you could. So let me blend that out. The fine part of this is when this palette is like really nicely, you definitely can mix like your own foundation, your foundation of a friend or something like this. I mean, if it's hideous, of course you shouldn't, but why not? Like trying that. If you have the palette, if you have this palette, what are you using it for? Leave it down in the comment. Or even if you have another palette, what are you using this one for? If it's, is it just like for October? So you do have like a Halloween makeup, or is it really like your everyday like blush? Listen, this is looking really, really nicely. Like, look at this. And I just mixed orange and like black. Again, if you wanted to have this, this is gorgeous. I am telling you. Let me, wow, I am so excited. Let me mix, I think, a peachy blush. Should we add a peachy blush? I think so. Let me, my poor towel. I have a towel here. Let me use a little bit of red and a little bit of yellow to mix a peachy blush or something around that. Maybe a little bit more yellow. We'll see about that. Maybe also a little bit of pink. Why not? Listen, let's go for that. We didn't try pink. I'm so sorry that you can't tell. I'm trying here to like mix things. And again, you can customize the color. This is like some of those like customizable things. I will add a little bit of white because I am pasty and we don't need to like overdo that because pasty white. Okay, listen, that's a really, it's not peach, but we don't care. And listen, I don't know. Okay. So let me add a little, like okay, that's the color we have. Could I add it a little bit more? Like a little bit more yellow, but I do think this is really pretty. And it is pigmented, oh no. Okay. First of all, I definitely can tell you that this is not setting quite fast. Is it pigmented though? It sure is. But it is definitely super pretty. A little bit too pigmented though, yeah. Let me, where's the brush with the foundation? Just like using the same brush which I used for foundation. I think in reality this is looking, I don't know how this is looking like. Ooh, I absolutely love it. Do I look like I overblushed? Maybe a little bit, but I mean, look at this. It's layering really, really nicely. And I feel like, listen, I feel like I just have a liquid foundation on. I don't like seem to have like weird patches of red, blue or yellow. And if I do, it's just because I didn't blend them, listen. But that is looking so good. Okay, listen. I do want to do a highlighter. And I don't know. I think I will definitely need a lot of white and maybe a little bit of silver. I think silver would be a great choice. Let me, listen, don't think, I will have a little bit of silver. I can definitely tell. So I'm just like, again, mixing these. You can use gold, by the way, if you're more of a gold fan. In my personal opinion, I do like a little bit more of a silvery glow. I think this one I will try to use way too much. By the way, I definitely, when I got the palette, I definitely saw that these ones are quite shallow. So it's not like, I think the other one is way higher. So you don't get like a ton of product. But on the other hand, listen, I don't know, like, again, I didn't see what you write in the comments so far, of course, because you you get that. But I think if you use it like sparingly and not every day of the week, you know, I definitely think this could last you a longer time. In the paste I do that, maybe not. So again, we did a little bit of white and silver, and then I'm just like picking up a little bit. Listen, I'm just okay, and try to use that as a highlight. Not sure if that will work. Everything is indeed a little bit more like sticky, because so far we just have creams. Let me see in the mirror how that works. That's not 100% what I expected, let's tell you that. But I mean, it's also not bad, you know what I mean? Could just use wood, yeah, you could just use white. And maybe that would be better. Yeah, the highlight part is not my favorite. So I set down everything with some powder because I think face-wise I'm good. I do think this is looking really, really nicely, which I am, to be honest, surprised about, because definitely not thought that this would end well, if you will. But I mean, it does behave like a foundation. It is quite pigmented and I do enjoy it. And I do also like the contour and blush. The highlighter though, nah. I do like a little bit something that is like seen from outer space. So that is not quite my favorite. I think I will do lips next, and I will line my lips, and then we will see about some really pretty like lipstick. Okay, this is the outline. I just did my regular one. I don't have like a special one here. And I think I will definitely use more of the orange, yellow. I'm trying to do a neutral, a little bit of black maybe. Let's find out if I can do that. Let's do a little bit of orange and yellow and a small bit of black. I don't know if you can see the black, but there it is. And then just grab my palette. Just mix that. I don't know, by the way, how you do neutral lip, but maybe that's it. Maybe it's not. Maybe a little bit of red here as well. Just a little bit to warm up the whole thing. This one is the thing we were doing here. And depending, again, you can, ooh, that is looking pretty. Let me just like mix that a little bit more. It's not quite neutral. Maybe I added a little bit to be like, look at this. This is looking cute. Okay, let me grab a brush, or let me do that on my finger, who cares. Okay, this is looking like brownie. Not bad. Oh well, should I use like a mirror to see? It is definitely a brownie nude, but I mean, listen, I did a brownie nude. You can add, of course. Yeah, sure, we're done. You could add, of course, like more yellow, more red, a little bit pink, depending on what you like at that day and you wanted to achieve. The only thing I think you can't achieve with that is, I think, like shimmers, because yes, we do have like a silver and a gold here, silver and gold, but I don't think that these are quite shimmery, you know what I mean? So that could be a bummer, depending. And the only thing I also like, if you have like a little pot or something, like you could store that if you wanted to take it with you over the day, that would be great. I don't, so. That's a good peachy nude, guys. Didn't expect that, to be honest. That is damn pretty. Wow, that was me. Listen, I didn't even know that I could do that. Good for me, I would say. Yes, that is stunning, to be honest. Again, the only thing you can't, like, I mixed that. There is special, like, lipstick palettes. Like Makeup by Mario has done that in the past, where you have like a little tray and you can mix your color and then take it with you. Of course, you have to take the whole thing with you, but I mean, that would be a thing. If you don't want to do that, just, you know, mix that, maybe use a set, like a other color. Put it in your bag, or just don't. Maybe put in a gloss. The only thing, my teeth is looking quite yellow with that, but we were good with that. Now, let's come to eyeshadow, because that will be fun. Okay, let's do this. I am not sure what I want to do with the eye. I definitely want to use the light blue. Maybe we start by that. I will use this essence brush and just like go into the color. I don't know if that is the right approach, but we'll find out. Okay, listen. Okay. I do want to add like a simple look, because again, we do have the eyeshadow like liners. So we'll find out. I didn't add, by the way, any eyeshadow primer, because maybe I should. Nah. We'll see how this is working. I don't think that will hold up the whole day, because again, I do have oily lids, but if you have dry lids, that could be something for you. Like, just add in like a light blue. That is of course not quite the best way to do so. I'm not sure, to be honest, which brushes to use, because I never do like cream shadows, to be honest. They're this beautifully blue. I don't think though this is like super opaque. This is a really pretty like light blue. Is it though opaque? You can definitely tell in my inner corner it's not quite. Let me do that on the other eyes, like a second. So this is so far the look. I do think like this is not quite my favorite application. It definitely worked. I do have blue, if you don't see that, but it's not like my favorite application. I think it's really hard to work with on the eyes. On the rest of the face, I had no problem at all. Let me go and grab a little bit of the deep blue on a small brush. Maybe let's try to blend that. Let me also like use a little bit of, like take a little bit of the color off, just like deepen up like I would normally do my makeup. Like deepen up the outer edge with a like a little bit darker blue. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for the eyeshadows in that way that I will tell you, because for me, I do love to work with like powder shadows, and I don't think, because I do have oily lids, I don't think this will like work out in a few hours. I think these will crease, which is totally fine. I don't have any problem with that. I will set them though, I think at the end, before I do the water activated liner, just to see if that helps maybe. Again, I'm trying to grab a little bit more and just like do a little bit more. That's not blended at all. With a little bit more help from myself, that would be way easier to. Oh well, can you see that it did crease already? Oh, that's not a good sign, guys. That's not a good sign. I mean, that's indeed looking good, but again, these are creasy. Don't think. Poor brush. I think I'm trying to blend these. This side's not that bad. Oh yeah, when you blend these, this is a little bit better. I cleaned off the brush a little bit so it's not too like much product. Can you tell? It is already creasing everywhere. Oh, whale. And now the color is gone. Okay, let's try to ignore that and let me maybe like take off the eyes, because I don't think that these colors are made for the eyes. I don't think you should use them on the eyes for that. Maybe if you're, you know, maybe if you like doing an avatar makeup and this is a great base, that could be fine. But to be honest, this looks disastrous. No, it's not made for the eyes. By the way, it is easy to remove. I'm just using a cotton pad and go over this, and you can definitely tell this is creasy. Again, if you do like a avatar makeup look where you do want to look blue, I think that will be fine. I don't think like we just have like one color maybe all over your eyes. This could be fantastic, but if you do want to have like a regular eyeshadow look, don't think this is it. These colors are probably not made to do that, to be honest. So I totally definitely don't mind that that is not working on my eyes, because again, I don't think they all work like made for that. This is a face palette and not an eye palette. I think that because they are quite emollient, I don't think like this is the best way to go with like something on the eyes. Okay, I took it off and just powdered my lids, and to be honest, the foundation definitely after setting, of course, like have no problem. Don't love though the concealer. It is a little bit heavy, and I don't know if you can tell. It's a little bit like drying. I don't know if you can tell here. It doesn't sit well underneath my eyes, which I mean, totally fine, not a problem. The foundation though looks really, really nice. Definitely more glowy than I like, but not a big thing. Let's listen. One of them is not like the others. The other stuff is not working. So let's do like some liners with these. I'm super excited about that. Okay, because our like original plan didn't work out, again, not a problem with that one. Is of course a little bit more emollient, didn't work because of that. Let's do a little bit of that work. Let's try some flowers. I see a lot of flowers, and let's try that. I will start, maybe I will start with this one. I will start with the UV palette, and I will use the yellow. And I will use the yellow shade just to dot like the middle of the flower. In there I do have a little bit of water. By the way, this is like one of those The Ordinary bottles where I have like a dropper, and I'm just like mixing one drop of like color, no, one drop of water with the yellow. Hopefully that will work. That's, don't do a thing. Hey, are you going to work? Don't think so. Is it a little bit too much? No. What is that? No, they're not like erupt on the like the red. Okay, well, maybe that will work. Let's try to blend that. It's not looking good. Not sure how that should work. Listen, by the way, I did saw some instructions with these, and then there were like just like water activated liner. It's not like, I don't know. So it should work. Okay, I hope, like this is looking gross. I don't know if that is working at all. And it does look like it's oily. Listen, Revolution, if you watch this, you will not, but if you watch this, instructions on the palette would be amazing. I try to like mix that, but it doesn't look like it will mix. Okay. Okay, well, let's try that. I'm not sure if that's just this one. We will try both of these palettes. Or just like doing a small little dot. And then another small little dot. So that is like the orientation. Do want to have the flowers, and the flowers like have a like a yellow dot in the middle. Don't know how that is working, to be honest. It's not quite my faith. Okay. Oh, that was a little bit, sorry. Okay. Okay, so we have yellow dots. Let's try some pink and blue or so flowers. Use the other palette and we will use the pink. And again, I'm just like putting one dot of water into the color. Let's try. Hopefully that will work better. I'm not sure. Listen, how is that not going to work? Again, this is also not. Oh, okay. Is that not working? Because this one, the other one is not like that. Wait like a second. Can I just scoop that up? Is that not a water activated liner palette? Am I wrong here? Okay, I do have a little bit of water left on the brush, but can I pick up those colors without it? That's not quite water activated. Listen, I've tried water activated liners and that's not how they look. Am I a fool? It's a face palette. It doesn't say water, it's pet pigment. Yeah, it doesn't say water activated liners here on the palette, but it does on the internet. So on the side of Revolution. So that's what I thought. It seemed to be. Let's just do a little bit. It seemed to be like them having oil in them or something, so it doesn't mix quite well with the paint. Because again, I did try like water activated liners before and they worked differently. See what I mean? Definitely worked. But it's just like really, really difficult. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. Maybe I am. Let's try to like draw some palette. Listen, this is not going to work. Okay, let me try something else. The problem is indeed that I don't have like 5 different brushes and this one is like the finest I have. Let me go into the red, just the red. Oh, that picked up without water or just a little bit of water in there. But the point is like written, like that looks really pretty, but why is it not written on the side? And again, I watched that because I bought them because they're water activated liners. Doesn't seem to be though. Okay. And again, they do pick up on the brush. But I'm like doubting. This is like how it should be. Not sure though. Okay, let me try to finish that up somehow. Okay, this is the step I am at. To be honest, I don't get this product. And you definitely can see it stems, which not a bad thing. You can definitely see I didn't clean off my brush like properly, but it works without water, which I don't get. This one though, it's not working without water. Like if you like rub your finger, can you see that? It's just like I don't I don't get that. It's UV activated, but how? It's not water activated. That's definitely a point. So I don't get that one. And again, this one is working, but it's not looking like quite well. I tried every single one of these colors. I have to say, they are so damn hard to pick up. So damn hard, because this one is like really hardly pressed, and because they are not like water activated, this is like super damn hard with a soft brush, which I think a lot of us own. And if you rub it, then you definitely can pick up some color, which again, it's not quite precise. Just doing a little bit of a leaf in between, but listen, another fail. Okay, so this is like the finished look so far. I just like powdered everything that because it did stamp, and I feel like it's like lost all the colors. Listen. Okay, like these two, it's a pass. I would say I just need to find out how to use these. They're not water activated. This one is, I don't even know how this works at all. This one at least works somehow. I need to try out how that is working at all. I mean, it's a quite like understatement like loom look, which was not my intention. I just, by the way, put on some mascara and lashes. No lashes, just mascara. I think I want to try though the eye pencil, which is orange. I mean, listen, when we're here, just do that. And I'm hoping that this one is as good as the, yes, it definitely is. This one is probably the same as the BH Cosmetics ones, like quite similar, to be honest. So I do like that. This is a beautiful color and it fits to the thing. Listen, could I have done this eye look with liners? 100% would be looking better and wouldn't like stem. So that is a fail. Like I said, these ones, not my favorite. If you know how to use these, leave it down in the comments, because again, I'm not sure how to use these. These are not water activated at all. Like this one, I don't even know how this is activated at all. This one though is a really, really pretty palette. I think you definitely can use that on your face to customize a blush maybe, or to do for like Halloween or something like this. I think this would be really, really pretty for that. And I definitely think I will use that for like October to do some of my makeups. And I think that would be perfectly. Again, to customize a blush, to customize a bronzer, to maybe also customize your foundation if you're not 100% like happy with it. I think this one is looking really, really nicely. Concealer though, meh. You know, I do have wrinkly under eyes. What should I say? I'm 36. So lips, beautiful. You can definitely customize that as well. So I think in general, definitely if you love like Halloween costumes, if you do want to customize your makeup, lips, cheeks, bronzer, foundation, I think this one is really, really nice. Again, I don't know about these ones though. And this one is so far at least also a plus. So yeah, that's everything for that video. Listen, I think it worked better than I expected, because I didn't think I would like look like this at the end of this video. The eyes, not my favorite, not at all. So that's a bummer, but in general, I think that works at least a little bit. Listen, the eyes is like horrible, horrible, horrible thing, but yeah, what we not all do for a little bit of fun video. I hope you had so much fun. I wish you a beautiful week, and we see us in my next video. So bye guys.